Salutations and greetings. My name is Marge. You can call me Margie. Welcome to my tube. I'm a heckle wise clown. With an attitude. I like words. All for the word whimsy. I found a new show yesterday. It is one of those that it puts two. It's a location. I think it's named after a town, Canada. Canadian. I'll never forget because I used to watch Rugrats when I was a kid. So the Minnesota accent, and when I went out to the Midwest, we took a drive up to Mall of America and got close to Minnesota. And the first time I heard Mom's accent in real life, and that's how they do it in Canada, yeah. Only they say A lot. I just said A. Anyway, what is that confounded show called? I don't even know what I'm looking for. I do. I just don't know where to find it. Letterkenny. It's on Hulu. Oh my god. It's like the Canadian Jay and Silent Bob. And I'm a little scrapper. I haven't been in a fight in a long time, and God forbid if I need to be. I can defend myself, and I will. I just haven't, thankfully, met that point in time. But I really identify he's a scrapper. I've always been a scrapper. I've always been a wrestler. I've always just done very unpredictable things. Sometimes I surprise even myself. The consequence of that is not karma. That's a given. But then sometimes the bigger the deed, the more karma you collect on it. Every day you wake up with the karma of doing that deed, because your reality is absent, void of people in it that you like, because oops, I said too much. So, like my t-shirt, it's a Sacramento Zoo. Monkey see, monkey do. My friend Wendell works there. She's worked there for freaking ever. Gotta be 20 years now. It's gotta be, what year is it? It's got 22. Longevity like that doesn't happen. Not in, like, civilian life. It does in chess land. It's what I call government. That's my new thing, is government is... It's a game... It's a chess game played by old plastic men. That's really expensive. That's played by rich, greedy, old plastic men. And you know what happens when you don't play with your toys right? Like when I was a kid, we taught you don't point guns at kids, or you don't point guns at things. Any living thing, not even a dog. You don't play like that. Are parents still teaching your kids, you don't play like that because you don't live like that? And I am an expert marksman. I have a ribbon. It's on my rack. I have shot things. I have good aim. I am precise. With lots of things. In lots of ways. Like, I am more accurate because I used to do this thing where I'd throw my lighter up and then hit it. I don't want to hit it across the room, but I'd throw it up and like boom boom and shoot it at shit. I'm pretty good. Knives, I am native. It's in me. Axes for target practice. You can do all this stuff and measure your skill without killing people. See, that's what the Olympics were supposed to be. You're supposed to take the best product of your country and do that, not... Everything went terribly, terribly awry. Anyway. So you don't shoot, you don't point guns at people and things, and now everybody's just all willy-nilly. And when you do have a firearm, you do not put your finger on the trigger until you shoot. Just don't have firearms. That just solves all. It just takes all the confusion out of it. If you don't know, if there's any question, don't do something. And the same goes for people that you know. It's very important that you just have people in your life that make you feel good and not bad at all. People are more sensitive, right? They're just more sensitive. That's just the nature of humans now. We're more sensitive. And we've always been taught to only rely on our five senses. And that anything aside that is crazy, wacky, insane, all that stuff. And that's bullshit. Because we are spiritual beings. And our spirit listens to more than just our five senses. The universe tells us everything we need to know. By putting things in our sight and in our radar that give us little clues. And based on, does it make you feel good or bad? Good or bad. That's all that it is, good or bad. People put themselves in so many situations so often to make themselves feel bad. And so bad for so long. That when they do feel good, it is a fucking foreign feeling, and it freaks them out, and they run the opposite way, and they go back to doing shit that makes them feel small. Drinking, pharmaceuticals, doesn't matter if they're on which side of the law they're on. Meth is no different than fucking Adderall. Only the government gets to profit, and not the fucking guy that's making it. Working harder. They're all evil. You gotta put shit in your body to poison yourself. Even smoking. Come on, people. What are you looking at? On purpose. Why do you hate yourself? Why are you hating yourself? Why are you hating yourself? Because I can't stand to watch everybody else live plastic lives. It's just hard to watch when I know what it could be for so many. My frustration is getting lighter because I know that so many more people are starting. And here's the deal. They very well could have there could be a percentage of the population that's significant enough to reach more than a decimal. There could be a % of the population of people that think just like me, that is on the exact same frequency. Well, guess what? Communication limits that. Algorithms limits the connection of to those people. And I watch my analytics on here and I get so excited, not because of the number of views, that's good, that's great, right? But I start my morning off with my coffee mate, Ben from Space Observer Zero. Observers. 193 angstroms. When you look at a connection point, it makes an arch, right? So every time I see a connection of where people have watched my stuff from recently, I get excited because the United States, United Kingdom, India, Canada, Chile, Spain, Australia, Finland, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Argentina, Germany, France, Lebanon, Malaysia, Philippines, Serbia. Those are the arches, the connection points that I have made. Even if it's for a second. If somebody clicked onto me, that is a connection from my heart to you. That's an energy exchange. And my intentions are pure and good and want good things for everyone. So I see an arch, and I see it's like when you look in the back of when you fly in an airplane, they have those little leaflets on the back of the seat in front of you, and you open them up, and they have all those lines of connection points. That is what I see of me, but I extend that to all the places I've ever been. And then I have graphs in my mind of places I want to go. They're a little different color, and I connect with people all over the world on social media, and that is the positive part of it, in hopes to be able to travel around and connect with these people in real life. People do it all the time. I have a kindergarten crush, Leo Rojas, from Ecuador. I get pictures in my mind of how I want my life to be, and then I do things to make my life like that. And I'm fixing to make my life very big. It already is. I'm fixing to make my connection points bigger, and to share the message that I have inside, that we are all enough, and we tell ourselves we are enough, and we fill our own selves inside up. And we get so big and so light and so bright that we can't hear other people when they're telling us that we are not enough, and that we are wrong. And no, you can't do that. Watch me. Leo Rojas, one day I hope to dance with you. I'm gonna cry, I already know that. Oh, I'm gonna meet a lot of people that have been my heroes, because we all have an origin story where the first thing that make a part of these little tiny pebbles that become the bricks that build pyramids of the structures of what our souls can be. I'm excited for the path, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of you all in the 3D, because it's going to exist. We just got to raise its frequency up to 5. But it's never going to go away all the way, I don't think. I don't know. We're going to be reminded. It can't go, because if things, we got to be reminded. We're reminded all the time. People just don't listen to clues. So, stay hydrated. Safety first. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka Wise Clown. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.